Hello, hello. Today we are doing a solo video on a little game called Silent Kingdom. It is made by a solo... What is the name? An indie game creator? I haven't slept in a hot minute. I'm sorry. Anywho, this is an Otome game, so prepare for romance, and this music's kind of hot. I kind of like it. It kind of real hot, but I gotta turn that shit down. Why can... How do I... Can I just... Oh! Right click confirms things. Left click disengages things. Great. We're learning. New game. Thank you for playing Silent Kingdom. If you're sure recording, please avoid posting spoilers in titles or thumbnails. Okay. This game has autosaving. If you see a red rose at the bottom of the screen, that thing, please wait a second while the game saves. Hearken unto me, thou who gazed upon the world with brazen pride, and as a mere mortal deemed thyself higher than the divine weaving. From thy grasp I shall wrestle the suns and the moons, no longer shall the stars shine for thee. But the twilight of a kingdom is tender and serene, akin to the sweetest demise. For such is the benevolence and depth of mine affection. Oh, this is so cute! Princess! Princess! I always name all my characters the same, so this won't be any different. Ooh. Okay. Sapphire is my name. Princess, wake up! By the goddess Grace, your kingdom has awakened, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. Dawn descends upon the kingdom, and I waken up in my bedroom a little disoriented. Good morning, Denise. Baby. Good morning, Princess Sapphire. You're looking well. Surely you must be aware today is a very special day. A special day? Of course! Today is your 13th birthday! Had you forgotten? This is not a 13-year-old. What the heck are you on? What kind of... Okay. Alright, I'll give it to you. I'll pretend. I will consist in this fantasy that this is a 13-year-old. Alright. Did I not turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... Oh, thank God. You're so aware. Yeah. What nonsense are you uttering now? No more dwabbling. Pick out one of your best dresses. His Majesty awaits. Oh, you always do say you prefer getting dressed on your own. But if you need any help... No, I'm fine. Very well. In that case, I shall take my leave and help with the preparations for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. And don't forget to pay your father a visit when you are ready. Yes, Denise. I will. Thank you, Denise. Peace at last. Denise has tended to me for as long as I can remember. I hold her in very high regard, but sometimes she can be a bit tiresome. A banquet, huh? The idea is somehow rather odd to me. That's cool art. Champion. Ooh. This is an RPG, by the way, as well. And we do have regular saves. And then it said E, enter, and something else was to interact. This again. Well, my dresses seem too small for me. I must tell Denise. Why does it keep slipping my mind? For now, I'll leave like this. There's nothing inside this closet I could possibly wear. My 13th birthday. That makes no sense. I stopped being a child long ago, although I cannot seem to remember when. How are you gonna... Wait a moment, why are you gonna go out in this? Madam? You can't go out and looking like that. Ooh, that's pretty. Oh, from here I can see most of the garden. Beyond them, there is barely anything to behold, save for the mountains in the distance. I was told that the kingdom is vastly different beyond the citadel's walls. Oh, I can see little Chrono with his wooden sword training bright and early this morning. Can I climb down this? I'm gonna climb. Flowers. Where are these flowers coming from? Oh, I can see it! Sometimes you'll find spots you can interact with. Some of them might unlock new scenes, so pay attention. Tasty. I love tea. Okay then. Oh goodness! Morning, Princess. Oh, good morning, Princess. Do you know where my father is? His Majesty is currently convening with his generals in the war room. I'm afraid he won't allow any interruptions until the meeting is over. Why don't you take a walk around the gardens in the meantime? It's such a beautiful day. Thank you. I shall do that. Have a nice day. With your permission, I shall return to my duties. I suppose I could go to the gardens to train with Chrono. I can dash! Hello, lady. Hi. Happy birthday, Princess! There's a lot to prepare for tonight's banquet. Okay. So much to do. I'm not gonna give every person a different voice, but you know, I will endeavor to try my best, I guess. Ooh, what's in here? Can I touch things in here? I want to touch. It's locked. I should have the key in my room. Ooh! Let's go find that key. So why does it look like there's blood on the ground here? What the heck? Who bled? Where bled? Oh, it's a door! That's a reflection. door? This is interesting. I just now noticed that there are reflections. This is really cool. This is really pretty. And the flowers make it look like it's on the... Ah, that's pretty! That's really pretty! I like that. That's cute. The developer has done such a good job. I'm proud of them. Where's my keys? Can I get back in my bed? Woo! A potion! Ooh! Can I take one of these swords now? These weapons are for soldiers only. It's forbidden for anyone else to use them inside the castle. Okay. I see nothing of interest here. You sure? I see nothing of interest here. Okay. You're sure. Ooh. Can we look out the window? Oh, okay. Wait, what was that? Oh, it's a flower. This is so pretty. Ooh. I do remember correctly from what I've seen of... Hi, lady! Please don't get in my way. I am a madam in pursuit of unholy goals. Or holy goals. I haven't decided yet. The choices I do make, by the way, matter. So, like, doing everything or doing nothing could both matter and not matter, you know? Although now extinct, dragons are still a symbol of our kingdom. Chrysteria, whatever. It is said that the first king took to the skies on the back of one. Ooh. Also, I think there's only like 2 real important love interests. Why is His Majesty convening with his generals on a day of celebration? Do you think the situation with terrors has worsened? Shh. Just think about it. Frightens me. I've heard stories about terrors that would rob you of your sleep for weeks. Hello, mister. Oh, you're the errand boy. I've always wondered why we are known as the Fire Kingdom. I can't decide if it's due to our region's volcano or due to our famous forges. What do you think? Choices in blue text offer extra dialogue and information, and do not advance the main conversation. Ooh! Ugh, I'd rather not think about them. If it were up to the dragons, we wouldn't exist. Perhaps both? Oh, that's an interesting perspective. So why is that? Only 13. Okay, thank you. Hello, soldier. Are you guarding? His Majesty is in a meeting. I'm afraid I can't let anyone in. Okay. What's that statuette of? Thank you. Can I talk to you? Happy birthday, princess. May the goddess' blessings be upon you. Okay, what is this? What is this? I just want to know things. Where am I? Why am I here? What's in there? I highly doubt the garden's in here. What's in here? Oh! What the heck? What? Why? Why? Gib! I want to touch! Let me touch! I want to touch this too. No! Nobody lets me touch anything anymore. Happy birthday, princess! You! What are you? Nobody lets me touch anything anymore. I see. Ooh, I'm in the library. By the goddess, Argus! What are you doing placing scientific literature in the fiction section? Oh. I'm sorry, Professor. I wasn't paying due attention. You've had your head in the clouds for the whole morning. What troubles haunt you? Professor, You saw her too, didn't you? The beautiful woman who walked alongside His Majesty? Oh, for goddess' sake! I should have known that a woman was the source of your distraction! This is no ordinary woman. Her smile was so energetic, enigmatic. When she glanced at me, who might she be? Lad, I could dedicate my whole life to studying every corner of this land, and yet I'd remain ignorant of the matters concerning His Majesty and his mysterious guests. However, upon seeing the mess that she has turned you into, I might as well conclude she's a witch. Now finish arranging those books. Best to not think about people who belong to different worlds. Aye, Argus. Oh, Princess Sapphire. Have you by chance seen my history book? I don't know where I might have left it. You mean this book? That's a philosophy book? Oh, okay. Good morning, Princess. Even if it's your birthday today, your lesson shall start at the same hour as always. Be ready. Yes, Professor. It seems that your father's mysterious guest is arousing great interest and curiosity. Certainly, I cannot deny that the mystery surrounding her is unsettling. No one knows who she is or where she came from. However, I will also say that I trust His Majesty's judgment, so it is not a matter of concern to me. I see. Are you concerned? I'd be lying if I said I was not. She's a complete stranger, and I don't know her intentions. In that case, let me remind you of something. You're the legitimate heir to the throne, and by the circumstances of your birth, this is irrevocable fact. I hope you're right. Unless His Majesty wishes to provoke a civil and religious conflict, it should be so. Now, enjoy the morning until lesson time. Okay, thank you. Argus. Or Solomon. You're Solomon. He's writing a new book. Oh? Read the Fable of the White Rose King. We're reading, boys. Long, long ago, where there was nothing left but a kingdom on the brink of oblivion, nobles and commoners united in a desperate attempt to start over. They would elect a new king who could keep them safe while the known world fell apart. Ooh. Ooh. Sora? I'm kidding. The nobles, who wished to preserve their power above all things, approached the king with offerings. To save your kingdom, said the first, I offer 1,000 men and their 1,000 sons, who will shed their last drop of blood to defend this kingdom and you. The second one approached. To save your kingdom, he said, I offer the sacrifice of 1,000 animals to the goddess. We will paint the gates of the kingdom with their entrails and thus instill fear in our enemies. And after listening to the nobles, who were gradually shaping the new world, a witch approached the king with another offering. To save your kingdom, she said, I give you a single white rose that will stick in your heart. White and gentle and calm, red and lacerating in the storm. It will rip from your from you a tear for every fallen man, and from each one will be born a rose seed that you will plant in your garden. Do this, and you will be the most worthy king of all. Do this, and you will save your kingdom. I never tire of reading this fable. Well, we gotta go find that man's book now. Oh! I can go in here. What's in this fireplace? Nothing. Cat! Ow. Damn, human! Give me chicken! I can converse with the kitties. I'm so happy. I get to talk to the cats. Can I also talk to, like, dogs? If there are any in this? I don't know if there are. How stressful! This kind of celebration is always so unrewarding. It just gives us lots of extra work. Despite the extra work, I'm excited. Think of all the radiant nobles we'll see tonight. The dresses, the music. You're dreaming a bit too much. None of that has anything to do with us. You're such a grouch. And you're a ditz. Oh, princess. We didn't expect you here. Princess! We're preparing the banquet held in your honor tonight. I appreciate your hard work. And I hope that you enjoy the celebrations as well tonight. You deserve it. I say this, yet truthfully I have a feeling that they will not be attending the banquet. Princess, thank you! We shall do our best! Do you think I'll catch the eye of any nobles tonight? Hey, I came for a book. Have either of you seen one? What's in here? I have acquired a potion! Magically! Fish. I guess someone will like it. This looks delicious. Chicken? I'm in the way. Apples. They're my favorite. Oh, well. I guess not. There is only a potion in here for me to have grabbed. Also, I want to go into the fireplace. I don't care if there's nothing in there. I want in. I want in! Also, why? I gotta find a book. Cat! I'm going to talk to the other cat. Oh, let me over there. I need over there this instant. How? How get? How touch cat? I want touch cat. Whoa! Catch! Catch! Cat! Touch! This way! Yeah. Will you stay with me for a little bit? Hehehe, I touch cat. That's really pretty. So pretty. Sorry, mister, I gotta go find a book. Ooh, this is pretty. Ooh, I say everything's pretty, but it's really a pretty game, okay? Can you blame me for calling everything pretty when everything is quite literally pretty? Who lives here? This is the house of Crysteria's Oracle. I shouldn't disturb her, nor should I break her concentration anyway. Oh, okay. Look, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I can't go this way. I can't. I wanted to go that way. No. Also, the music's so pretty and elegant. It's very befitting a kind of like Victorian style game that this is going with. Where's... Ooh, maze! Will I get lost? Maybe. Oh, I bet you that's where the book is. I saw a book. Watch this not be the book I'm looking for. That'd be kind of funny. Oh, I found it! Yeah! Hey, fun book. We're gonna go return this book. And then... wander about some more, talk to some people. I really like doing everything before I go on, you know? It feels like it does the game a bit more justice if I interact with basically everything. After all, how am I supposed to know what I do and don't miss? Like, what if this gives me, I don't know, a god tier item? It probably won't. But, you never know. Return the book to him. Yes. You found it! Thank you. You found it! Thank you so very much! I meant to wait until evening to give you your present, but please take these. They're to be treasured. I kept them safe till now. Old silver coins. 5 of them. They don't look like our normal currency. What are they? These coins were used during the reign of the first king. Aren't they fascinating? Moreover, there are 5 jousting coins, just like in the fable of the beggar who gave 4 of his 5 coins to orphans. Chance, synchronicity, serendipity? The librarian looks excited. Even if they can no longer be used as currency, I believe they hold value among collectors. I see. I'll take good care of them. Thank you, Argus. See? I am justified in my ways. What? No. That's clearly not a justification. You know, 5 silver coins. Well, compensation. This path leads to the stables. Not my favorite smell. Okay. Why don't the guards talk to me? Talk to me. The maids talk to me. To think that every kingdom is celebrating a birthday today. What do you mean every kingdom is celebrating a birthday today? How many kingdoms are there? Hey, you two. A war, truly? What? Tell me about this war. Okay, I don't get to know about a war. Well, now that I've basically explored every nook and cranny, we're gonna go talk to our friend. I forgot his name. Child! You seem lively this morning. Chrono! Haha. No, I mean, happy birthday, princess. Is something the matter? No, it's nothing. You're a terrible liar. Did you know that? I don't mean to lie, it's just, it really is nothing. Alright. Chrono's grandmother has served my family as the oracle for 3 generations. He's been instructed since very young to become my squire, though he is still a child. So training even on a day of celebration? Of course! If I want to become a proper squire for my princess, I cannot neglect even a single day of training. He takes it really seriously. You will be a great squire. There will be none as loyal and honorable as you, Chrono. I can't English. The child's eyes seem to shine. The princess's words are enough to stoke the fire within him. You really think so? I greatly appreciate your words. Princess, it is said that the terrors who razed our lands grow more numerous by the day. It is rumored that there will be a war soon. And I fear that you might march into battle without me, or I might be regarded too young or considered unprepared. Chrono, why don't you show me your progress? Oh, you wish to train with me, Princess? Are there no other matters you should attend to first? Let's begin. I'm ready. Oh, combat! That's a big sword, lady. That is like it's like 5 inches taller than you. You know how heavy that is? And you're barefooted? Also your posture. Goodness. Oh, in addition to your normal attack, you will gain different skills. Some skills require TP, tactical points. Your TP bar will refill when attacking or taking damage. Why is there a dance? Why am I using a metal one and he's using a wood? When the princess performs a normal attack, you can chain a second attack by pressing OK, confirm your action key at the right moment. To achieve this, press OK when the princess sword hits the ground, as shown in the image. Don't press too early or too late. Alright. We're gonna try that again. This requires skill. Skill I was not prepared for. I am well prepared with skill. Elden Ring has prepared me. Well thought, Chrono. Thank you, Princess. I shall practice harder. Oh, she's running. She's charging. Uh-oh. Princess, I bring a message from Professor Solomon. I applaud you for not neglecting your training even on a day of celebration, but let's not forget that cultivating your mind is equally important. Well, time for my daily lessons. I'm gonna invite him along. Chrono, why don't you accompany me for today's lesson? May I? Of course. As the professor said once, a literate squire is worth 2 men. I'm really thankful. Come, let's go to the library. Well, I'd like today's lesson to be a revision. This way we can also assess young Chrono's knowledge. Yes, sir. Let's take a look at this map. Oh, there are 4 kingdoms. We are in this one. There's Cresteria, Fortuna, Latika, Insomnia. Latika? Latika sounds better. Okay. What would you like to review first, Princess? I guess the continent of Harmonia. Our continent receives its name from the goddess Harmonia, maker of all things. Our oldest manuscripts detail how the goddess was responsible for splitting the world into 4 kingdoms and selecting the first kings. What's beyond Harmonia? The continent of Harmonia is surrounded by sea, upon which a thick fog sits, and from which no ship has ever returned. The fog swallows ships, as if it were alive. Ah, that's indeed a curious theory, young Chrono. But yes, for simplicity's sake, we can say that this fog swallows ships whole. Following several fruitless attempts at crossing it, the old monarchs concluded that beyond our borders there is simply nothing. We are the only ones who exist in this world? That's the general consensus. The goddess created this continent and all who dwell on it, nothing more or less. What do you personally believe? My only belief is that any personal conjecture regarding this matter will be lacking in proof, and therefore in relevance. Has there been any wars? There have been no documented wars in the 400 years of known history. That's quite impressive, actually. The kingdoms have been allies at best, and at worst, neutral. The armies of the kingdoms only march against terrorists. The armies of the kingdoms only march against terrorists, do they not? Not just terrorists. They also keep bandits and similar factions at bay. Sometimes human beings can be just as predatory. Let's change subjects. The 4 kingdoms. Our kingdom, Cristeria, is located here, at the western end of the continent. Under the rule of King Alexander de Cristeria, our economy thrives, with our legendary forages playing no small part in our inviolable status. Furthermore, it could be said that we are also in possession of the largest army throughout the entirety of the 4 kingdoms. Is it true that there are no longer any dragons left? I understand your enthusiasm for such mythical creatures, but if they still existed, there is a good chance that we'd have been exterminated by now. Our most direct frontier connects us to Fortuna, also called the Kingdom of Flowers, ruled by King Midas de Fortuna. This kingdom is especially famous for producing the finest and most beautiful fabrics that can be found within the entire continent. Furthermore, its king is on very good terms with your father, and has visited us on several occasions. I suppose you remember meeting Princess Megaria? I can choose whether or not I get along with her. I want to say she's cheeky, just for silly goofiness. She can boast about the beauty of her own gardens, claiming ours were tasteless. Can you believe that? On top of that, she enjoyed pestering Corona. If it looked like we got along better in the end, it was only because I taught her how to show some respect. Nothing more. Well, they were simply childish grievances, nothing of any real importance. You're quite young. Anyway, back to the lesson. The next kingdom is located in the north, Holy Kingdom of Letica, ruled by King Zephyr von Letica. It is strong and prosperous, with considerable military might, almost as formidable as our own. Direct access is limited by the mountains of Penitence, home of the Ashen. Regardless, our two nations engage in active trade with one another through Fortuna and maritime routes. Due to a deal brokered with the neighboring kingdom of Somnia, they conduct a vast operation of mining activities on their lands. They can then sell the resulting precious metals to us in Cristeria, metals which are unique to the entire continent. I shall also add that their princess, Electo, I'm sorry. In the future, she is expected to occupy a high position in the army, just like you. Don't know if I'm ready. From as far back as my earliest memories, I've been trained and taught all there is to know about combat. I lack experience against a real foe. Confident in my own abilities, though I may be, I hope to not be careless or reckless when facing the unknown. In the frigid lands to the east lies the fourth kingdom, Somnia. Ruled by King Nestor is Somnia. Somnia is the region most affected by terrors, so much that over half of its currently lies in ruins. The other half survives only thanks to Latika's protection in exchange for allowing them to mine Somnia's rare metals from their own lands. There is a great deal of concern about the future of this kingdom. You once told me that Somnia's princess has never left her castle, just like me. That is correct. Princess Tisiphone rarely shows herself. Due to delicate situations with the terrorists, some sovereigns have decided to protect their princesses to the fullest. Why is it always king and then princess? Where are queens or princes? I mean, it wouldn't be like much of an Otome game if like there were hundreds of men. But there's a lot of women. There's a very strange balancing here. It's interesting, but it's strange. Especially considering they only mention like a single daughter for each kingdom. I wonder if this is lore. I wonder if I get lore for reasons on this. Also, I like how they draw the map. It's really cool. Somnia's more than any other. I trust you know why it is so important to protect you. I don't. At the very least, you must be aware of the incredible phenomenon that surrounded your birth. The four princesses were born on exactly the same day at exactly the same hour. Okay. Yes, I'm aware of that. Also, the fact that no queen survived the labor. Okay. We're getting lore, guys! The lore that I literally just talked about. Chrono averts his gaze down to the ground in a respectful manner. There is simply no way to explain what such extraordinary coincidences, other than accepting that they were the result of divine intervention. This is why it is believed that the princesses have been sent by the goddess herself. Many will affirm that you are fated to end the misfortune that devastate this land. But are we really certain this is what is expected from us? So far, there haven't been any other signs. You are still young, just a child in the eyes of the world. Only time shall reveal the goddess's plans, and thus your destiny! Time. I feel that time is somehow escaping from me, slipping between my fingers. My gaze meets Chronos for a moment. He seems very serious. I don't know what it is, but today he's looking at me strangely. I'm drowned out this thought and glance back to the map strewn across the table's surface. The terrors. It was a few years before you were born when we received blood-curdling news from Somnia. When the sun rose that day, a small village had been completely decimated, devoured by a horde of monstrous fiends unlike any ever seen before. Chrono swallowed thickly, impressed by the story. Soon their menace extended throughout the other kingdoms, forcing them to strengthen and consolidate their armies. I've never seen a terror. From this castle, they sound more like creatures of legend than reality. This castle is the safest place in the whole kingdom. We are undoubtedly privileged to live here, but terrors are very real. I guarantee you that. Have you seen any yourself? Yes, I have. And let me tell you, it is not something you can easily forget. Do they look like how they are drawn in the books? Depictions portrayed in the books are quite reliable, yes. But someday you'll realize that reality is far more terrifying than what you merely see on paper. The professor adjusts his glasses, appearing as if he needs to distract himself from the thought. In any case, Princess, you are much braver than I, stronger too, in fact. When the day comes that your father considers you ready for battle, I harbor no doubt you shall be perfectly prepared to face them. The same applies to you, young Chrono. If you keep training diligently, you shall become a magnificent terror killer. Yes, sir. I take a moment to observe the sketch of the monster in the book, as I have many times before. I begin to recall the gravely injured soldier at the castle gates, his shoulder ripped and his face shaken. Father didn't want me to look, but I did. Since then, I haven't forgotten. I'm afraid that question remains unanswered. Some believe that it was the fog from which they emerge, but we are uncertain if there are lands beyond it. No foreign ship has ever been spotted, and our ships died, apparently. Others say that the terrors crawled from the ground itself, as if our continent was sick, or subject to some powerful manner of witchcraft. We cannot even ask the terrors themselves, for they lack the capacity for speech. The only thing we know for certain is that we know nothing. Great. That's fabulous. Good job. Let's change the subject. I think that's everything. Skip time and finish lesson. Very well, Princess, young Chrono. That will be all for today. Thank you for having me. I've learned quite a lot. Thank you for a lesson, Professor. I will see you at the banquet. I shall show up, of course. The birthday of the 4 princesses is an event that concerns the whole continent. I should count myself no exception. Until this evening, then. Do I have Chrono in my party? Tomorrow, we shall review the names of every mountain on the continent. Be prepared. You. I swallowed air that hurt. I did that just for the gulp. Ugh. Water tastes so good. Princess, I'm taking my leave. Thank you for everything. You're welcome, Chrono. But before I go, I have a request. What is it? It's about my grandmother. She said that she would like to see you today, before dusk, to wish you a happy birthday. Oh, so I have her permission to visit? Yes, she's eagerly expecting you. Besides, she seems a bit stressed these days. Perhaps you could cheer her up. Understood. It shall be a true honor to visit the Oracle. Thank you, Princess. Remember that my house is the one by the lake to the east. I know. Is it banquet time or is it, father the oracle time. Is my father ready? Why? His Majesty is in a meeting. Oh, okay. Fine, I'm gonna go visit the oracle. Gosh. My father can take his sweet time, I guess. I don't know. A war, truly. Yes, truly. Is the oracle gonna give me clothes? I could finally have clothes. I can understand not wanting to like draw a bunch of outfits for like a character. However, please give this woman some clothes. Or at least shoes. Why is she not wearing shoes while she runs around? Why is this woman just going barefoot, toes in the sand, walking like it's no tomorrow? Knock on door. A woman's voice can be heard from inside, warm and cracked by age. Princess, please come in. Ooh, noise has invaded my ear. Please, come closer. Let these tired eyes take a good look at you. I'm sure you look beautiful today. Don't mind me, I'm gonna look through your stuff. Also, why are there the whispers happening? Where's their glass? Hello? It's locked. I don't trust her all of a sudden. I think it's the creepy music though. So lady, are you going to kill me? Befriend me? I found the potion! This is why I wander about. I have like 3 potions. Guys, I have all the potions. Hello, old lady. I walk closer, thankful for the privilege of being in her presence. As the oracle, and one whom has served the crown for several generations, it is her duty to live isolated, away from all possible interruptions. Only her grandson and my father, the king, are permitted daily contact with her. For the rest of us, it is usually forbidden. Her presence is so comforting that I regret not being able to visit her more often. It is an honor for me to be welcomed into your home, Oracle. Oh, sweet child, in such dark times, your presence brings much joy to this old woman's heart. Dark times? I don't understand. Have you perhaps seen any misfortune in your visions? I wish that I could share them with you, little one, but you know that such things are forbidden. Only His Majesty may consult with me regarding my visions. And yet the king has grown deaf ever since that woman has come to sit by his side. I have tried to warn him, but he does not listen. He does not listen. I shall speak to him. I will let him know that he must visit you with haste. Oh, sweet child. Though you are no longer much of a child now, are you? How old did you say you turned today? I smile weakly. It seems 13. Oh, but does not seem like it at all, young one. Or are you simply lying to yourself? Huh? A strange feeling nestles inside my chest upon hearing that. Only the blind and the foolish would believe that you are 13 years old. Rather, it would seem that you've reached your 20s. I thought the same, but no one seemed to realize that I was no longer a child. I ended up thinking that somehow it was all just in my head. No one? Nonsense! I assure you that Chrono has noticed too. I saw the look in his eyes as he spoke of you. There was something fearful in them. This makes no sense. Ugh, I feel as though my head will explode if I keep thinking about this. You should rest for today, young one. You don't look well. I can't. Your vision's the banquet. What banquet? Tonight's for my birthday? I shall ask again, what banquet are you speaking of? What? I'm trying to think, but I can't remember any banquet. I don't understand. My head. Oh, I collapsed. I'm dead now. I don't know. I didn't know who spoke. Fucking card. That's his voice now. That's going to be his voice. That specific card. Will I ever remember that specific card has that specific voice? No. Suddenly, I found myself before the corridor that leads to the Great Hall. I guess I spaced out. Where you should say, where you may enter. I hope that's the last time I have to do that. Like a puppet whose strings are being guided by unseen hands, I passed through the corridor without a sound until I eventually found myself within the Great Hall itself. Father? Father, I wish to speak with you. Father is alone. Where is the woman who accompanied him these days? My head. My Sapphire, my dear daughter. With every day that passes, you step further away from the sweet nectar of childhood. You look at you. You're a young woman now. Father. I stopped being a child a long time ago. Time flies, Sapphire, but in the eyes of the goddess and fate, luckily, you are still a child. Now I surmise you came with a question. Echoes of the whole kingdom, for rumors spread like wildfire. Father, the oracle is worried. She laments that you no longer hear her voice. Oh, my dear Sapphire, I have heard many things in the recent days, far too many. What is happening, Father? You sit a witch at your side and gather your generals. The corridors are filled with whispers that speak of war, and those whispers hold weight to them. I have begun preparations to declare war on Fortuna. Huh? Fortuna? Isn't their king a good friend of yours? He is. He always has been. I shall ensure that his life is spared, even if he despises me for the rest of it. Now I beg you, please do not ask further questions. You are far too young to be learning of the bitter realities of this world. But Father... Sapphire, all these years I have tried to be a good king, the best for my people. And yet in the darkest hour I have found myself to be a tyrant, a selfish and cowardly man. Father's normally firm and resolute voice seems to waver as he speaks. I know the legacy I leave you will be hard, my daughter, and you cannot imagine how sorry I am. You cannot imagine what I'm capable of doing for you. The time will also come for you to measure your worth, Sapphire. Be better than me, more just and worthy. May you then realize how much Father, what's going on? I'm dying again. Hearken unto me, thou who gazed upon the world with brazen pride, and as mere mortal deemed thyself higher than the divine weaving. From thy grasp I wrestle the suns and moons. No longer shall the star shine for thee, but the twilight of a kingdom is tender and serene, akin to the sweetest demise. For such is the benevolence and depths of mine affection. Princess, it's been a long day. Anise. My voice is weak, my eyelids heavy. Good night, Princess. I'm so tired that I can't even begin to think. The sheets welcome me like a mother's embrace, and I just... Good night, Princess! What the fuck are you still doing in my room? The twilight of a kingdom is tender, serene, akin to the sweetest demise, and as I lay on my bed, perhaps even lifeless, I feel someone watching me. Who are you? Silent and forgotten, a ghost amidst the shadows. You gonna touch me? Don't touch me. I don't consent. I don't consent to Denise either. Come away, Denise. God. Princess, wake up! By the goddess of grace, your kingdom has awakened, and so must you. Everything starts with Denise's voice. Dawn descends upon the kingdom, and I awake up in my bedroom, a little disoriented. Good morning, Denise. Good morning, Princess Sapphire. You're looking well. Surely you must be aware today is a very special day. What? A special day? Of course! Today is your 13th birthday! Had you forgotten? Did I not turn 13 quite a few years ago? Look at me. I don't think I'm... What nonsense are you uttering now? No more babbling. Pick out one of your best dresses. His Majesty awaits! Oh, you always do say you prefer getting dressed on your own, if you need any help. No, I'm fine. Very well. In that case, I shall take my leave and help with the preparations for tonight's banquet. It's not every day that a princess has a birthday. And don't forget to pay your brother a visit when you're ready. I will. It's at last. Denise has tended to me for as long as I can remember. I hold her in very high regard, but sometimes she can be a bit tiresome. A banquet, huh? The idea somehow sounds rather odd to me. It's because we're not having a banquet. We're having tea now. Can I just have tea until something else happens? Why am I in a loop? Oh, you all have a good day, and I will catch back up with you later. Bye-bye.